If you feel like you're doing everything right and you're still stuck and you're still not making progress, it could be because you're solving for the wrong problems. Welcome to episode 14 of Just the Tips. Why the fitness fads and myths you're believing are making it harder to be successful in your weight loss goals. Myth number one, cortisol is making you fat. Cortisol isn't evil. You need cortisol. You need it to wake up. You need it to train hard. The problem isn't ever cortisol itself. The problem is chronically elevated levels of cortisol because you don't sleep, you don't manage stress, you don't recover. Anyone selling you a quick cortisol fix, either a diet, a cleanse, a detox, a drink, is just slapping a scary science word onto a sales pitch. Myth number two, inflammation is bad. Inflammation isn't the enemy either. You need inflammation. Acute inflammation is how your body recovers, grows, and becomes stronger. It's how you make progress. It's how you heal. In fact, there's been studies to show that if you're just slamming anti-inflammatories after your workout, you significantly blunt the progress you make from your exercise training because you're literally blocking the very process your body needs to get better, to recover, to repair. Inflammation is necessary for survival. It's necessary for adaptation. Chronic inflammation, that's different. But you're not going to fix that with detox cleanses. You're going to fix that with lifestyle and most likely medicine. Go to your doctor. If you think you have high levels of cortisol or high levels of inflammation, go get blood work done. Deal with a real medical professional, not a fucking Instagram influencer. Starvation mode, this idea or this belief that when you're not eating enough calories, that your body will recognize this and somehow flip a switch that says starvation mode activated, store fat for future needs. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, throughout human history, on virtually every corner of the world, we have lots of evidence on what happens to people that are actually being starved. When communities are being starved and tortured, when there's famines, when food is being used as a weapon to hurt people. You know what you don't see in those instances? Obese people. You don't see people that are storing fat for future energy needs. What you see is really sickly and thin people whose bodies are wasting away. That's what happens when you don't provide your body with nutrients. It breaks down its own tissues and uses it for fuel as long as possible until eventually you die. Starvation mode, not activated. If you aren't losing fat, you are not consistently in a caloric deficit. It's not starvation mode, it's not cortisol, it's not inflammation, it's your consistency. And I know that kind of sucks because it would be a lot easier to just blame the boogeyman. I'm sorry, 99% of us, that's not the case. There are medical exceptions, obviously, as there always are. But for the overwhelming majority of us, if you aren't losing weight, you are not consistently in a caloric deficit. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you got some holes to patch. Work with someone. Hire a professional. Figure out where these leaks are. Fix them. It's the same cycle every year with these trendy words. I don't know where they come from or how they enter the general public lexicon, but it really feels like these influencers and marketers just open a college biology textbook, just pick a random word that most people will think sounds sciencey, and they just jump on it and try to sell you bullshit. We have to get past this. We have to get past the pyramid marketing schemes and the detox drinks and the liver cleanses and the fat loss teas and the fucking organ meats. We literally went through a phase as a society where a lot of people genuinely thought eating raw animal organs, including testicles, was going to vastly improve their health. We are not going to move past this epidemic of chronic disease by focusing on things like seed oils and dyes and inflammation and starvation mode. That's not going to help. We got to get past this. We got to be better. And we can. You just got to figure out where those holes are, where those leaks are, and we got to figure out how to patch them. You don't need the latest miracle cleanse. You don't need detox, cortisol lowering teas. You don't need to worry about starvation mode. What you need to do is resistance training consistently, managing calories consistently, recovering and sleeping consistently, hitting your protein and fiber goals consistently, drinking enough water consistently. If you're ready to start figuring out where these leaks are, patching them up, and creating long-term sustainable progress, and you're done falling for the latest trends, fads, and bullshit, drop a comment, send us a message, and we will get in touch with you. Right now we are full, but we'll put you on our wait list and we'll help you out the best we can in the meantime to get you heading in the right direction and get you focusing on the shit that actually works. Thanks for watching episode 14 of Just the Tips. Don't forget to train with purpose, recover with purpose, eat with purpose, Live with purpose. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. I love you all. Cheers.